New day, new video. If you guys caught the resurrection of Sheri's machine video, we talked about doing some builds. This is one of them here. You guys remember the RC that we had? We showed tearing it down, but we got one of these on. One bolt holding it in place. We have the plates on. Sheri right now is setting the other one in place. We got to make these. This is just going to be a pretty simple build. These are the ones you kind of hope for, because these are just simple 1-2 bends, no radius, straight pieces across, full roof. We'll have to bend the intrusion bar, and then this will pretty much be done. Kind of make some gussets for the back, do something up here, but just the main cage, 120 wall all over. This is what we're getting ready to do. I really like the look of it so far. Yeah, yours. Yeah, we've done yours and this one. Everything else has been radius, which right there is another radius cage we're getting ready to do. We have this one and 2 more coming, 2 more cages after this one. Those will be full builds. One of them they get arms, diffs, harnesses, trailing arms, cages. We'll take you along for that. Zillas, rims, but so I don't have to let Sheri stand there forever. I'm going to go back there. We're going to drill a hole. We're going to bolt that one. We'll get these 2 bolted in place, and then we'll get some cross pieces going, and we'll get this cage finished up hopefully here in the next couple clips. Okay, cope time. This thing's deadly, dangerous. Shrapnel flies everywhere. Got these B-pillar plates on. Getting ready to do the front cross piece. Now we got to do the back cross piece. Okay, Sheri.
Okay. It got me right here.
Oh, it's dangerous. Had to make a modification or 2. The T-handle kept stripping, so I took a 1/2-inch bolt, welded a nut on the inside of it, and it works really good now. This part here, these threads kept stripping on it, so got rid of that problem.
Metal.
Yeah. We're good to go. Ready to test fitter? Okay. It's pouring. Raining like crazy out here. We got the front bar in. We got the back bar notched. And this is actually notched 2 different ways. It's notched this way here to go into this one, and then it's notched down here go around this one, because we're going to put this right in line, and then we're going to do a gusset in here. That's the plan. And then what we got to do next is come up here, going to do the lower intrusion and 2 down, figure out the roof sheet, which are right there. I use 18 gauge steel. That way, I've seen aluminum roofs get holes punctured in them when you roll over or if you hit a rock. With our roofs, that ain't gonna happen. Has it moved out? Okay, let's see if it fits. Okay, and push it back over. Okay. Yep, we unbolted this so we could fit it in there, and then throw the.
This corner might be hitting this tack just a little bit right there.
Yes, sirree, Bob. We'll notch out a little cut there with the grinder, and then we'll get bolts back in there. We unbolted this, moved it out so that would fit in there because we couldn't slide it in with the way everything was coped. And then we'll do a center bar in there.
And trigger bar.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's getting there. Looks good. That's
Oh, I guess we're gonna do handles, but they're gonna be a little different.
yeah. So he said he wants his handles. Right here's the fender. I guess you can kind of see where the fender is. He said he wants his handles to come down like this, all the way down, and then so it'll basically be one full handle.
Maybe we should do out like this and just straight up.
Try that. Yeah. You can either. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think of something.
Yeah.
But he said he wants this whole area in here to be a grab handle. It'll be different. It'll look a lot different. So.
Then he can hold on and grab wherever.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to use grab handles here as like it kind of acts like a gusset as well. Kind of strengthen that. We're gonna add gussets in the back. It's coming along. Not too bad yet. It's raining like crazy. So we got parts laying everywhere. We got new axles. We got a bunch of diff fluid for a build that's coming up. Some clutch springs, oil filter. What? I just heard some thunder. One-way bearing. Lots of spare parts, plastic off the builds that we're doing, drive shafts. System 3 wheels coming up for another build here and later, and probably in another video. So we're gonna get this one finished up and then probably start on Tim's next. We'll bring you back once this one's a little bit more finished, show you this, and then we'll bring the other extra in and start building on it. What we're making now is this gusset.
If anyone would like to purchase a 3-inch piece of steel, we got about 10,000 I think.
Yeah. 50 cents a piece plus shipping. We gotta cope this. These are 45s. They'll fit in there like that. Kind of finish off the back end there. A little bit of bracing. And then intrusion bar, and then this is done. Gotta weld it, obviously, clean it, paint it, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
Then we got an exo cage to build. Front rear bumpers, full cage. It's gonna get the curve on top, but I actually really like this cage and how it looks.
Yeah. I like when the top is nice and long and flat.
Yeah.
Instead of like real short.
Okay. Want to cope it?
No, I don't like this one.
Sure. Got something a little bit different that the customer wanted here. The cage is actually all done except for the handle. So this will go in about there, hopefully. And go in a little bit at the top. Yeah, right there. So that'll be their grab handle. They wanted a long grab handle. Yeah. I was skeptical on how it looked. Actually don't look bad. And we got the intrusion bars done here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. We'll get those grab handles tacked on. Get it off. We got to put the roof tabs on it. Mark the roof. Drill it. Take it off. We'll show you the final product here in the next couple clips. Alright, so we have machine number 2 in here for a cage build. Got Scott down here with us for this evening. You saw us get this thing tore down. Now we cut these brackets off. I'm going to clean these up. We're putting the welding grinding blanket on it so nothing happens to the interior, nothing gets burnt. But this one is getting a cage similar to mine, a little bit taller, kind of like Scott's, and has the radius, and it's going to be front and rear bumpers. The rear bumper is going to be a little bit different than what we've done in the past. He wants to go around the headlight, and he wants some like X bracing back here. But I think I mentioned earlier in the video, this is our buddy Tim that you've seen on the channel with us a couple times. You just got CT Raceworx radius rods, Super ATV trailing arms, and he has CT Raceworx A-arms coming, shock therapy springs, 32 Zillas. Now he's getting a full cage, so we'll show you bits and pieces of this. We'll get this one finished up. There'll be another cage knocked off the list. We got a couple of razors coming. More than likely going to film those too. And then, so we got Scott's over there that we're messing with the front diff on. That's the RC you saw earlier. And this one is going to be coming together very soon. Fast forward to the next day. Scott had to go home yesterday. He was here for a few hours, helped us out getting these radius bars bent. Got a bend there and a bend there. I got these set up, got a hole drilled in the back of the bed, got it bolted, got this front piece tacked, got the plates on, got everything cleaned up. And now we're getting ready to, we'll do the B-pillar parts and then the crosses. Got to do the intrusion bars, and then we'll start tackling the front and rear bumpers. Sheri had to go over and put shoes on because she got a spark in the foot.
In between my foot and my flip-flop.
This is the other cage you guys saw earlier. It still needs painted, but it was raining. Sun's coming out now, but we're going to get these pieces made, get a couple cross pieces in there to get it secured, and then we'll be on the way for this one to be done. Alright, got some stuff happening here. Just got this cage set. Got the roof. Gotta put the roof on yet, but I was anxious to get the camera out and show you guys. Give you a sneak peek. Got these on. So originally we were gonna do cross members in the back, but with this steep angle, if we would have done that with this been able to fit, it would have hit here. So we weren't able to do that, but this is, you know, in case of a rollover, these will be okay. The rear gussets, I really liked how those turned out. We just notched these a little bit to make clearance for those. Grab handles are growing on me. Looks good. We got to put the front fenders on. Got to put a couple bolts in here, put his mud flaps back on. Get a couple bolts up in here. That's good to go. Get the roof on. We'll let the roof cure until tomorrow. That way it doesn't get all scratched up when we try to put it on. Got the corner pieces. Everything's drilled. Ready to go. Stainless steel 1/4 button head bolts for the roof. Make it look really nice. And then this one will be out of here. And we have this one that you guys saw in the last clip. We had to pull it out to get this one in so we could finish this, because he's coming in 2 days to pick this baby up.
Okay, I don't have the magic touch.
Okay, I can get it. Want me to show you the magic touch?
Sure.
Okay. Here, I'll let you film.
I try to do it every time and I just struggle.
It's always a pain in the butt getting this nozzle on. Mm-hmm. See, the trick is
this has to go under.
You gotta bend this like this, a little bit like this.
We'll put it under here before you put it in.
See, now you get me all confused.
Sorry, too much pressure.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Bam.
Oh, look at you go.
There it is. And then you gotta get up in here, tighten that hose clamp. And you definitely don't want to forget that. And then we'll bolt this stuff back on. We're good to go. I like it. We'll be back to show you the final product here once we get everything done before he comes and picks it up. checking on the updates on this one for you. But we got the front done. I forget where we left off. I think I left off with telling you guys that we did this. We still need to do still need to do these. Got the front parts done. Got the bungs in, got these in. Got the front bars. We put a little curve on them. Tied into his regular bumper with bungs there and up here. Really like how the front turned out. Then we come back here to the back. We're working on this one now. So he wants, it's almost like a similar design as Sheri's, but he doesn't want this sticking out so it doesn't get caught on anything. So we're gonna cut this off and plug it so it's flat in case he rubs up against something that won't get caught. So this will be flat. We'll put a piece of like 1/8 inch or 3/16 steel there and plug weld it. So that's on there. And then I got to run to the store tomorrow to get plate because I ran out. But these are the original holes for the newer style pull plate. So I'll use these. We'll put a plate here, come off of that. It'll come up here, angled here and here. Then he wants an X brace in there. And then this one will be done once we do the rear bumper. Back in, started. Almost finished, I should say. Got the bung here. Come around for the tail light. Got a mounting plate down here. And we're gonna come follow this line out to here and then down and then out here and kind of X right in here. I like it though. This is the first time that we've built one of these for an X3.
What was it? The KRX?
Yeah, the KRX. But it already had like a bumper and we just kind of went out around it. I like how this looks. The top, like this bar is one single. We're gonna cap this obviously so nothing can get in there. We'll cap it, weld it, and then this is kind of on a different plane. These bends to match the body line. I like it though. Yeah. I think it looks good. It'll look good once we get that X bracing in there. This ain't good, guys and gals. Tornado ripped through. Nah, it's clean up. Clean up time. Switching. Switching it up from the cage build for a little bit to bring you some stuff that you don't normally see on the channel.
I'd rather be cage building, honestly. I'm so sweaty, covered in mouse poop and insulation.
Sheri's my right hand man.
At one point, the mices took over up here.
Yeah, so we just kind of vacated.
And the birds built 1, 2, 3 bird nests.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that anyone's ever been up into this room before.
No, I don't. We just use it for storage.
I don't know if you know the story or not.
Probably not.
Our garage, at one time, this was a house. If you've noticed, you probably have. There's doors, there's windows. This was a house built in the 20s. And we live in a flood zone, which we've had 2 feet of water in here. If you've seen some videos before, we've shown some stuff, but in really bad floods, we've had 2 feet in here. So that means we're not allowed to build and no new construction, so we can't build a garage. This house went up for taxes 8 or 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
It's been a while, and we ended up buying it cheap for taxes. And this property borders our house property, so it was like perfect for us. So we bought it, and we actually turned this this house into a garage because we needed a garage. So
with the beam.
Yeah, there's a steel I-beam right here. So we came in with cribbing. We lifted the house up. We brought steel I-beams in. We laid steel I-beams the whole way around the foundation. This is my paint shelf and stuff now. And then each corner we put cinder blocks on a footer to support everything. And then this was like a living room, this was actually kitchen. You can see the old telephone. We haven't tore it down yet. And then those are like 2 bedrooms over in there. And you can see where this steel beam is here. Me and my dad and Sheri and my father-in-law and everyone that come down and help. We put this steel I-beam, or that's the steel tube, and then beams down to footers over here onto the I-beams. And we tore that wall down so we could have this, and then we cut the wall out. We added an LVL, 2 LVLs, and then a garage door and a man door to create kind of a garage. We poured 8-inch cement floor down. You can actually see where the floor was. Right here was the original floor of the house, which was about 2 feet off the ground. So it's changed dramatically, but it's time for a makeover. We're thinking of like redoing it to make it look nice, because we spend so much time over here.
We've accumulated so many side-by-side parts, it just needs organized.
Yeah, so when this, thank you, Coop. When this house was on the floor, or on the ground before we lifted it, you can actually see the flood line right there, where it was actually in the house, that dark line there. So it's an old building. We've been using it as a garage. I don't like the way it looks. It's old and ratty, but it works for us. We're gonna eventually give it a makeover, put some siding in here and make it look nice.
But it's better than not having it.
But this bench we built so long ago, and it's been up here and parts have been stacked on it, so we're like, okay, we're gonna bring this down. We're gonna rearrange this so we can fit maybe 2 machines in here at once. Maybe move this bench over into here, do an L shape to kind of gain some more room side to side. We actually used to be able to park 2 machines in here and some 4-wheelers. We actually had a boat that we sold a while ago, but so we're just cleaning it up, make it a little bit more usable, because we do spend a lot of time over here. So, but like half embarrassed on the way it looks right now, but it'll get there. It'll get cleaned up. It'll look better. But
when you gotta make do, we couldn't build a new garage. So
yeah, we would love to have a bigger garage, but we just can't.
We have the property, just aren't allowed.
Yeah, we have over an acre here of land, but we're not allowed to build because it's a flood zone. The township, I have other words for the township and all that kind of stuff, but you're allowed to fix or repair what's there, but you can't build new. Can't put new posts in the ground, can't build a deck, none of that. It's a shame, but for the time being, this is our garage and our house. So until we decide to move maybe further south, this is what we got to deal with. But so if you're ever wondering, if you didn't know, this used to be a house, which is now our garage. Hopefully get a nice makeover and make it look a little bit nicer in here for videos. But don't do that. What'd you do?
I got insulation.
Insulation. I'm sure you've probably seen those wheels. That's for an upcoming build here. I need to replenish the stock. I'm running out of nuts and washers for here.
I got some over there. Workbench.
Oh, almost fell. Okay, we're gonna get this cleaned up, but I wanted to bring you back and give you kind of a story of what's going on here. So
chaos is what's going on here.
Yeah, had to take a break from the cage it was getting, there's just too much accumulated.
2 pieces of the cage left.
Yeah, we gotta do an X brace and then that one's done. But all right, back to the grind. It's getting better. Starting to get cleared out. We have a bunch of X3 parts up there. Still need to work on that a little bit. We're going to be moving the press probably over to here somewhere. Got both of the tables back here in a corner. That will give us a lot more width to be able to get 2 machines in here side by side and still be able to work on them. Probably have to maneuver some of this around. Sheri's stacking all of our other Can-Am parts, oil change kits, air filters, used air filters,
Seat belts,
harnesses, 4-point harnesses?
Yes.
Yeah, 4-point harnesses, axles, radius rods, couple diffs.
Running out of room.
Yes. Got a bunch of spare belts here. Bunch of cage tubing there, cage tubing here, cage tubing there, cage tubing there. Gas cans, ramps.
I'm gonna put them under the table, I think.
Okay. Getting everything swept out though. Took all of the flammables, the paint, and the acetone and the mineral spirits. It went up in here behind there and then shelves, and took everything that we had on those, put it over here. I still have to swap all of some of the stuff back into there so I can still have that. Some of these tools will go back there. Some of the stuff I don't use will probably come back over here. This gives me and Sheri a lot more space to be able to work. A lot more space. So we can get 2 machines in here and get double time done. So Cooper was taking a bunch of boxes and garbage over to burn it. So it's getting there. Okay, rear bumper done.
Looks good.
I like it. Okay, a few days after the last clip you saw, I'm sitting underneath the new cage. This is probably my favorite. I know I've said that in the previous builds that we've done, but man, this thing just turned out sharp. I love it. So we had to add the grab handle for Tim's wife, Amy. She loves to have this thing to hold on to. So, but I'm gonna cut. We're gonna get out of this, and I'll show you around. I think you guys are really gonna like this one. There we have it. Tied into the RC bumper. You guys saw bits and pieces of the build here. And got the inside tubes, the bungs. Follows the body line real nice. Added some curves on here to give it a little bit different look rather than coming straight down. I really like how it turned out. Got the 2 intrusion bars. This is all 095 DOM. This is all 120 DOM. Put the grab handles on there. Black roof. We use 18 gauge steel. That way you're protected from a rollover if a rock would happen to hit, or a log. You know, I've seen aluminum roofs get holes punctured in them. You're not going to have that happen with our roof. Thin piece of weather strip in there so you don't get any noise. Stainless steel button head bolts with stainless steel washers and nuts. Tied in with little gussets in there. Got one in each corner. Come back to the rear bumper, which is probably my favorite bumper that we've done so far. It's kicked out to the tail light. Do some tail light guards. X bracing with some curves in the middle. Really like how this one turned out. We plugged the ends, which you guys could see before. We didn't have that done before, but now it is. Easily removable. Got bung here, bolted to the frame there. Added some 45 braces up here. I don't think we got that on camera. And it's painted to match all of these other accents, the radius rods, troweling arms, soon to be A arms, beadlock wheels, front bumper. Baby looks sharp. It's definitely one of my favorite builds that we've done. It's our style radius. We've done more radius cages than anything so far. Mine was the first one that we did. It's a little bit lower, but these ones are a little bit higher. I'm only 5'10", so if you're 5'10", you could probably do mine. If you're taller than that, I'd go with the a little bit taller. It's about 2.5 inches taller than my cage. But there you have it, folks. Another one down. If you can see in the garage here, we have another one ready. Actually, we have 2 here. we'll take you along for the build on that one too. Up next should be Ben Franklin Range. We're going there to ride. We're doing a little meetup ride there. You know, not much of a notice, but it'll be a good time. So you'll probably see that video next. But we're gonna close this video off here. I'll do a couple clips after this, maybe some close-ups, a montage or something. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching our builds. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. As always, our sponsors, our channel members, our patrons up here on the screen, you guys are awesome. You kill it for us, so huge thanks to you guys. And if you're wanting a cage, hit us up. You can go to thecanamcrew.com. You can inquire about it. You can see our cages that we've done on there. Shoot me an email, thecanamcrew.com or at yahoo.com, and we'll get you a quote. Send me a couple pictures of something that you want. We'll get it built to fit your needs. Whatever you want, we'll build it for you. So this really helps the channel. It helps fund the channel, I should say. It goes towards riding. You know, we don't take any of this money and pay our daily bills. This all goes back into the channel. Helps make better content, go new places, ride new stuff, get better parts, stuff like that. So for now, that's about it. We're gonna finish off with some clips of this cage, and we'll see you on the next one.